What is like the rudest thing someone has said to your face, whether they intentionally meant it or didn't? I have a couple.
Oh, I have one. Okay. So last year, Kevin, our famous friend and intern Kevin, his aunt lives pretty close by, and she was nice enough to invite us to her Christmas dinner. And my girlfriend and I agreed to go. And we get there. She's so nice. Like this is no bag on her. Okay, maybe a little, but she
That
but like preparing for this party, this Christmas lunch or dinner or whatever, she asked me and my girlfriend like what we like, what our hobbies are and whatnot. And we get there and she has these presents for us. I told her I like music. She got me drumsticks.
what? Okay, she's the nicest lady.
Yeah. She got like Mallory some art supplies. Super nice. Yeah. So we get there. We are super stoked. We're hungry. And they have this beautiful Christmas dinner spread. Everyone gets there.
This is a napkin.
Yeah.
These are utensils.
I'll get there, dude. We. Do you know this story?
No.
Oh, okay. So everyone's there and everyone's hungry. So they're like, let's say a prayer and eat. So everybody stands up. We're all standing around the kitchen. There's like 25, 30 people there. Most of it's family. We don't know anyone except Kevin and his aunt. And before we pray, we finish a prayer and then she like goes through the spread of food. She says, this is what we have available. Everyone's salivating. Everyone's hungry, like I said. And she gets to the savory section. She says, we have a nice holiday ham. And she looks at me and says, and it has pineapple. Looks like singles me out and gives me the finger gun, knowing I'm from Hawaii, and says, and it has pineapple.
So,
And I everyone's looking at me and I just look at everyone and I say,
which is hilarious because
I don't like pineapple.
DJ does not like pineapple.
Straight as a fruit, yes, but like with meat or on pizza, it's a negative. Yeah, Kevin bursts out with laughter.
I can totally see that. She's like trying to be so nice and accommodating and just accidentally is singles you out in
how
front of
can I
everyone.
connect with this brown person?
Yeah.
Oh, his
Native
indigenous fruit. Yeah.
Surely you know. Oh, that's so funny.
It's like I picked that.
My grandmother died so that you could have that for your holiday ham. Bon appetit. Sean, do you have any?
Rudest thing?
I think it's funnier when it's like unintentionally rude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was intentional.
So
let's hear it.
So not as funny.
It's not funny to me. Someone called me boring one time, and I was like, "Damn!"
But like, how did it? What was the like?
It
Straight
was
up,
a
they
girl
ran up to
I
you,
was dating. So,
and just all honesty, she was like, "Sean, you're boring."
yep. This is like 6 or 7 years ago, though.
Oh,
So I didn't date for like 4 years.
someone took that a little personal.
I can't say I don't hold a grudge.
At least you can admit it. So there, that's a start. I have two. I'll start with one that I think was kind of intentional, but whatever. I was at a wedding. It was a friend of mine, and he has these uncles. And in their family, your success and your salary is kind of your worth. And at the time, I was a bartender and like a struggling freelance graphic designer. And all the guys my age, which are like 25, where we're like getting into our careers and graduating high school and
Put a
doing
down payment on a
Graduating
home.
high school,
yeah,
dude.
It's like I just
graduating college. Pardon me.
toothpaste. Yeah.
That's the last thing I graduated, so that's why I said that. So we're like all lined up, all these 25-year-old dudes, and the uncles are going down the line, giving a firm handshake to all the guys, like staring at their eyes and being like, so what's your plan for the future? And so I'm like fourth in line and I'm listening, and they're like, I'm going to go get my doctorate and get a, Nobel Peace Prize. I'm going to cure cancer. And they're like, just like gobbling their own wiener.
It's like kindergarten. Like, what do you want to be when you're older?
Yeah.
It's like, well, we're older.
And so, and the uncles the whole time is like, oh yeah, you'll want to look out for this and that industry, just trying to
Unsolicited
son everyone.
advice. Yeah.
And then they get to me, and I have self-deprecating humor, like no matter what. So shakes my hand. He's like, and what is your plan, young man? And I'm like, well, I plan on being a graphic designer, so I will be waiting tables forever. And he stops shaking mid-shake, pulls his hand away, and says, yeah, I'm not even going to touch that. Next. And went down to the next guy. And I was like, but I sat there and just smiled. But in my head, I was like, F you, dude. I was so pissed off.
I mean, his net worth probably did go down when he shook your hand.
Yeah. He's like, this pour is, I can feel it.
Yeah.
No, but I secretly hate that dude and he has no idea it exists. So don't hold grudges.
It's so funny because soon after Charlie's bartending job, he worked at Costco.
Hey, dude, I moved up.
I remember introducing him to one of my friends and they asked him what he did. And his response was, I make muffins.
He was the muffin man.
Dude, I keep it real, dog. I'm not going to lie or inflate my
No,
whatever.
I know. It's just funny.
That's like a pet peeve of mine is when I was around people and they're like, they had commented maybe on a political like post on Instagram and all of a sudden when they're meeting new people, they're like, yeah, I'm actually a political writer for, it's like, no, you're not. You know what I mean?
For Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah. You might know him. His name. Yeah. So I don't know. I go like even harder the other way where I'm like, yeah, I make muffins. Yeah. Or like when people ask me now, it's like, yeah, I tell scary, it's like, it's stupid. Okay. The other one. So I'm sitting in a room full of, I don't know. Okay. Don't ask me how or why. Older white women.
How?
Why? I'm like on my phone, not paying attention. It's late at night. They're having this really long conversation, not really engaging in the conversation. They're having this long conversation about dating and men and, he should have a job, all this stuff.
Patriarch of the home.
And one of them starts telling a story about how the first time they brought an Asian home to meet their parents, their, white parents, and how they got a huge talking to afterwards. And when the guy went home, one of the aunts was like, you cannot date him. Like, you can't do that. And then a lady I'm sitting on the couch, like on my phone. And then a lady in the room goes, oh, if there's one race I would never date, it's Asian. And I'm sitting right by her. And
I'm right here.
I was like, damn, me neither. I was like, yeah, me too. F them. And I was like, oh. I felt awkward for them. They had no idea.
I do have something rude that someone said to me. We all, as a friend group, go to Benihana for like birthdays and stuff every once in a while.
Hey, yo.
And so we're all like in the lobby, and this dude who's like at the table, like at the front desk.
He's the host.
He's the host, and he's just the schlubbiest looking dude I've ever seen. But I'm standing in back of our crew, and he like looks at me, and he's like, actually, DoorDashers, you go around back. And I was like,
yeah, we're in a whole group of friends getting ready to eat. I like gave him my name so he could seat us. He like looks at us, kind of ignores me and points at Sean basically. And he's like, hey, DoorDash is around back. And Sean was like,
I was like, what are you talking about, bro?
What? Dude, we got so pissed. All of us were like, what? Dude, we're here to eat, you dickhead. Dude, he said, oh, I'm sorry. You just look like one of them.
I was so confused.
I can testify to the schlub
Still
too.
confused.
He looks like the human version of like Flubber. Just neck beard,
But like a
and Flubber,
dusty
love child.
flubber.
Yeah, he was gross.
Oh, that was hilarious. I remember it's like, dude, what? Like that assumption is radical, bro. You need to calm down.
I was obviously with the group. I don't understand.
We should have played into it. Be like, yeah, get out of here, servant.
Yeah, you guys missed an opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. I was going to call her. Okay, no. Actually, I have one more. Sorry. I feel like this might be a little more sad than anything, but
No, perfect.
I was going to a friend's party a couple years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and they live in this super nice area of Sandy, Utah, and it's called Pepperwood. It's a gated community. I drive up. There's the guard shack at the gate, and I roll down my window, and the guy looks at me weird, and the first thing he says to me is, "Are you lost?"
Oh, dude, this is out of a movie.
Yeah. And I said, "No, I have white friends." And he said,
I know white people.
What's their last name? And my friend's last name is Johnson, which is like the most stereotypical
You're like,
name.
John
And I'm like,
Smith.
Johnson. And he gives me a weirder look, and then he finally lets me through. But it was just so uncomfortable, so weird.
That's hilarious.
Why do you think he was like that? Like, I don't get it.
That's so funny.
But
Let's all
Does that
love
answer
one
your
another.
question?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
that was good. I loved it.
I love you too.
Yeah,
You're not boring.
yeah.
Well, I
If you had a
appreciate that.
online dating profile, you'd be like Walter Mitty, dude.
You've been everywhere. Yeah, you're not boring. You do know white people.
That's
I
my
don't
strength.
wait tables
That's my
anymore.
biggest strength,
Hey,
Or make
Good
muffins.
job.
yeah. And that's what we've all learned. Cool.
Should we move to stories?
Let's do it, bro.
Go.